Oh, hi there. So I realized that in the last video I didn't show off the distraction-free phone in detail. And so this is where it's at the moment. Okay. Um, Still got to do this signing the key thing. This just not whatever. That'll be done before it ships. But essentially, you get a familiar interface. I think everybody else is trying to do like these like unique interfaces, right? Like a text list is most of them, but like there's a reason that these are circles because your fingers are circles. Your fingers are not lists. So circle icons make sense. So we have obviously a phone, text messaging, contacts, um, alarm clock, and then this is an application that I'm developing as well. Now, even like little things like this is like part of the reason why I love the light phone. I want the light phone to do great. Check it out if you're interested in it. But like for me, I decided not to buy the next version because things like this, like I can go in here and I can create an alarm for, whatever time I want. And I can set it for specific days of the week, right? And even just delete, like that's how quick it takes me. I could not do that on that phone. Like you do this whole workaround nonsense. I just don't have time for that. I'm sure they'll eventually figure it out. But okay, let me just whatever. So things like that. This is a little application where you can organize your physical media because I'm all about physical media. Let me go back. So, like, you can set up your like for Blu-rays. So instead of doing streaming services, like I recommend people buy Blu-rays. And so you can make a list of like Blu-rays that you own, right? Um, and then it'll show you a nice little thing. Okay, I own this movie. And there's a link even here where I can um, like copy this and then send it as a text message. So like somebody's like, "Oh, what's that movie you recommended?" Boom, that's the easy way to do it. Or if you're with them and they're like, "Hey, you should really watch this movie," and you're like, What's that movie?" Well, you search, and then you search for, I don't know, movie. It's hard to type while I'm filming here. Movie. And oh, okay. What did they mean? The Simpsons movie, the Lego movie, Scary Movie, right? And then I can click on that, and then I can add this movie to my wish list. I have extra text in here because I'm working on this right now, but like this is in my wish list. Or if I buy it, I can go ahead and add it to my collection. Or let's try the Simpsons movie because I don't think that. So here, add it to my wish list or add it to collection. And then, when I'm out and about, if I'm like at a store and looking at some movies, I can see like, oh, I already own this, or what's my wish list, and you know, I can do that. So the wish list is here. Sorry, wish list is here. Your collection is there, and search is there, and working on a player that allows for certain YouTube content. This is to play study music. So you just click that and start playing study music. There's one thing I have to change to get this functioning because right now it's not like it's technically loading it, but it's not playing yet. So I have to fix that. And then this is for uh, like storing passwords, but you can actually put them in a locker. So it's like a lock box for text. So you can put text in there and then lock it to a certain date, which something I used, and it was helpful. So, anyways, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm continue those will continue. Those will eventually be their own applications, but you'll sort of be able to log in and manage all that sort of stuff, and more and much more. It's sort of like a hub, I guess, to manage your data and back up your data on your phone and stuff like that. Sort of the idea. and just helpful tools. So we do have podcasts. Potentially, you could say that the podcasts are the most distracting thing, or you could say that they are distracting. So I don't know. I've sort of gone back and forth on this. Perhaps I can make a version that's like limits the amount of podcasts you have or something. But as of now, you have those. This is like a third party. These are, most of these are open source applications. This is one to, like, if you hear out and about and you hear music, you can tap that to recognize the music. There's a like a EQ thing, calculator, calendar, camera, a cool little candle application that just like will make a like a little candle thing. I kind of thought was cute. I have this all set to grayscale, as you can see. As of now, you can switch it back if you want, but I'm thinking of making it like permanently grayscale. But we'll see. Contacts, a conversion application, Davex and Nextcloud are for syncing data, so like for calendars and things. So we'll see if I can simplify that in the future, but they're there to use if you want to sync with like a iCloud calendar or something like that. There's a Bitcoin wallet thing. I'm like debating on removing this just because I haven't done any testing with it really. Fetch It is nice because if someone sends you a link to something that you can't actually watch on this phone, it'll allow you to download. Like if someone sends you like I don't know, like an Instagram video or something, you can download it and view it. That's sort of the concept behind it. We have a file manager. I'm really happy with this because what happens is, like, I downloaded some like EPUBs and things like that, some PDFs to test out. But you'll notice this icon here that's blank. That is an APK file. So it doesn't allow you to open up APK files, but you can manage all the other file types that you need, which restricts side loading, so that keeps this distraction free. Gallery, there's a Home Assistant application that's it requires like you to set up this like a server. So again, something I haven't really tested out yet, but if the idea is like for managing smart lights and things like that, this can be useful, but I got to do some testing to make that easier to use. We have a video call application. These two are readers, so they're like a PDF reader, EPUB reader. They're different, so I put both of them there because I think they have strengths and weaknesses. So you might prefer one or the other. There's a meditation app, music, which is all MP3. Like you basically load up your MP3s via the USB, put them on your hard drive, you manage them in your file manager. Like if I went in here, they're probably under music. And these are just like MP3s or M4As or MP3s, whatever, music files. And that's picked up by the music application, and you just play whatever music. This is a cool thing where all of the sort of I don't know what you call them, like free books, like where they're copyright free or whatever. Like the complete works of Shakespeare. We have Moby Dick on here, Alice in Wonderland, Frankenstein, some of this stuff, some of like the literature classics, where you can just go ahead and download these and read these if you want. So I thought that was cool. This one I'm debating about. Basically, I'm looking to modify this. It's essentially like a YouTube player, but if I can modify it to where you can only like either it's going to like be a set category of videos, or it'll be where you can only search for a video. Like there's not going to be any trending or recommended videos or the things that try to get you to watch YouTube, like after you watch one video, it's recommending you another one. It kind of gets you stuck that way. Where this, where if I can set it up to where it's just, you can search for a specific thing, you can watch that one video, that might be a nice thing. Because occasionally it's nice to be able to watch some content, right? Like, so I'm debating on this one. I'm really, really on the fence about this one. Let me know what you think. Organic Maps is an awesome open source application for GPS turn-by-turn navigations. So it's like a Google Maps alternative. There's a spam blocker application for calls. TrailSense is like, I guess, a GPS application for like if you walk trails and things like that. It's cool. Voice recorder, weather, and then this is a game. So, you can't have a phone without a game. So the game is this. This is it. Okay? So if you need to fiddle with something, there you go. And that's it. So that's the whole point. Like there will be an app store that allows you to update a lot of these applications, and then you can just remove them if you don't want them. Or, some of them are, it'll be easier to show up once that's done. But so that's going to be a thing that will be on here. What else? I mean, this is the idea. Like, I really feel like I've solved it. Like, I feel like I've solved the problem of the distraction-free phone. Like, there's people that are trying to figure this out, and I feel like I figured it out. This is it. So, if you want one of these, let me know. And I really would like to get some people who would be willing to buy this phone and know that it's really like a beta test situation, right? Like, it's still a work in progress. So if people are cool with that, then great. If not, I'll be sort of done with this where I can just sell it as a normal phone. Hopefully soon. I just got to get that App Store thing on here, like I mentioned, which is just, again, it's not going to have any more apps than this. It's just a mechanism to be able to just keep those particular apps up to date, basically. And that's what I got. So let me know what you think.